The Federal Reserve controls everything, not just interest rates, your job, savings, house price, retirement, when recessions happen, when bubbles form, who gets rich, who goes broke. All controlled by 12 unelected people meeting 8 times per year in private. Most people think the Fed just sets interest rates. They have no idea how deep the control goes. The interest rate is just the surface. Underneath are 6 other levers most people don't know exist. The 7 levers of total control. Lever number 1. Federal funds rate, the base rate for everything. Credit cards equals Fed rate plus 10 to 15%. Mortgages equals Fed rate plus 2 to 4%. Car loans equals Fed rate plus 3 to 6%. When Fed raises from 0% to 5%, your mortgage goes from 3% to 7%. Your ability to buy a house just got destroyed. One rate change controls the entire economy. Lever number 2. Reserve requirements. Banks operate on fractional reserves. 10% reserve requirement equals 10x money multiplier. In March 2020, Fed reduced requirement to 0. Infinite money multiplier. This is why money supply exploded 40% in 2 years. Nobody announced this. It happened quietly, but it's one of the most powerful levers. Lever number 3. Discount window. The Fed's emergency lending facility decides which banks survive and which fail. Lehman Brothers needed access in 2008. Fed said no. Lehman collapsed in 48 hours. Bear Stearns needed access. Fed said yes. Bear survived, acquired by JP Morgan. Same situation, different outcome. The Fed decided who lives and who dies. Lever number 4. Quantitative easing, key money printing. Fed created $8 trillion since 2008 to buy bonds. This pushes up asset prices. Stocks double, real estate doubles. Who benefits? People who already own assets. The wealthy, who loses? Workers and savers, priced out forever. Key is wealth transfer disguised as monetary policy. Lever number 5. Forward guidance. Controls expectations. In 2021, Fed said inflation is transitory, rates stay low. Businesses borrowed, people bought houses. In 2022, Fed raised rates 11 times, 0% to 5.5% in 18 months. Everyone who trusted Fed guidance got destroyed. The Fed's words create reality because people believe them and act accordingly. Lever number 6. Regulatory authority. Fed conducts stress tests on banks. Fail the test equals no dividends, no buybacks, stock collapses. Banks do whatever Fed wants to pass. Fed wants more capital. Banks raise it. Fed wants less commercial real estate exposure. Banks sell. No laws, just regulatory pressure. But it's more powerful than law. Lever number 7. The printing press lender of last resort. Unlimited money creation in crises. 2008, Fed created $3.5 trillion to save system. 2020, Fed created $3 trillion in 3 months. No limit. No authorization needed. Fed just creates money. Every dollar created devalues existing dollars. Your savings lost 15% purchasing power instantly. Inflation isn't mysterious. It's money printing. How they work together. Fed raises rates. Lever number 1 to fight inflation. This crashes bond values. Banks become insolvent. So Fed opens discount window. Lever number 3 and lends $300 billion to banks. While claiming to do QT, Fed is actually doing QE through the back door. Meanwhile, forward guidance. Lever number 5 says banking system is sound to prevent panic. And regulatory authority. Lever number 6 forces healthy banks to acquire failing ones. 7 levers. Total control. 0 accountability. The Fed isn't managing the economy. The Fed is the economy.